I, 29 female, am married to a man whom we shall call John, 30 male. I saw other posts on here from others in a similar situation, and I have done a few things over the last year or so. I have been to doctors and therapists, asked around online about solutions, but my libido is just flat dead. Nothing brings it back. Nobody has had answers yet. I am in perfect shape, so is he. I haven't lost love or physical attraction, no body dysmorphia, hormonal levels are fine, I am not on hormonal birth control, and I don't take any other medications. I tested out absurd online solutions and snake oil, but deep down, I knew that stuff was never going to work. We have been together for 7 years, married for 3. We are happy, have a home and good careers, 3 wonderful dogs, and our families get along. But I just cannot stomach the idea of ever having intercourse again. It makes my skin crawl, thinking about it. I have either been making excuses to put it off or just grinning and bearing it when he was clearly riled up, and I didn't have the heart to look him in the eye and say ew. I literally cry the next time I am alone. I was his first, he wasn't my first, and I taught him how to be my lover. Everything was fine for over 5 years. John is considerate, takes his time, and makes sure we both have fun and feel satisfied. I feel so awful even considering talking to him about it. Before last year, we had intercourse nearly every day. Over the past year, my libido has slowly died. I think I just do not want to have intercourse ever again. Is that so odd? Why is that so wrong? How do I approach this with John? I plan to sit him down on our next day off together, which is in 5 days. I have that long to decide what to do. I can't do this to him or myself any longer than that. Is it right for me to unilaterally cut that part of our relationship out? I do not think so, but everyone says that I shouldn't be forced to do it just to keep my marriage, which sounds like crap based on the other posts here. I know intercourse is important. I don't know what to do next. He has been completely in the dark about this, because I'm scared of divorce. I don't want him to think I don't love him or that he's unattractive. I'm scared to hurt my best friend. I don't want him to resent me or feel trapped. Just any advice, please. I feel like I am about to burn our entire lives down. Update, September 4th, 22. Update, I never want to have intercourse again, like ever, but I do not want to lose or hurt my husband. I've been struggling with this for over a year. TLDR, did not go well, he left the house and hasn't come back yet. I know he is safe, via his sister. I decided to talk to him sooner rather than later and took a few days off from work to sort this out. I think he might have left me over the lying to him for a year part. I am mostly just venting, but if you have thoughts, by all means. I do not think there is anything I can do alone to fix this. John was not angry at first, but made it clear that he would not support being in an intercourse-less marriage. He was also a bit annoyed that I asked if he would be okay sleeping with others. He is one of those super honest and values-driven individuals, which is one of the many things I respect about him. There were a lot of emotions. He walked around the neighborhood a few times, would come back in and ask questions, then leave again. He goes on walks to clear his head. This is not strange. He became angry after I told him how long I had kept this to myself. To be clear, he asked for a timeline. I told him about the doctors, snake oil, and therapy. I knew he was going to be mad, but John was red and absolutely fucking silent. I've only seen him genuinely mad once before, and it quite literally paralyzed me to have him look at me that way. John has never and will never hurt me, but he never made me feel small or vulnerable. His size always made me feel safe, but in that moment, I felt different. He just walked away, got his laptop bag, and said he was going to a friend's house. I have a feeling I know which one, but I did not have a chance to ask. I have not heard back from him since he left 2 days ago. I called and texted, but he didn't respond directly. Instead, I got a call from his older sister. She asked me to just leave him be and let him work stuff out for the moment. At least I know he's somewhere safe. She asked me what I did to upset him so much, and I foolishly told her the truth. That went just swell. I completely needed my ass chewed because that can only help, right? Sarcasm, in case that's not obvious. At this point, I just want him to come home. He has been the perfect partner, and I just want him to talk to me. He doesn't deserve this. I should have never kept anything to myself. We have a king-sized bed that I am sleeping in alone. The dogs are clearly confused, sleeping by the door, because I am the only one feeding and walking them instead of both of us. My plan, assuming he goes along with it, is suggesting couples therapy. That's all I got. New update, November 27, 22. He is leaving, but clearly trying to burn my life down on the way out. John has decided to leave. Divorce proceedings are already messy because John challenged our prenup in court, and it was found to be unconscionable by the judge due to me violating it by suggesting he cheat if he ever wants intercourse again. I had no idea he had even hired a lawyer, so I showed up alone and unprepared. Why isn't anyone in this whole thing seeing that I am miserable and don't want him to leave at all? I do not understand why having intercourse is such a big deal for him. We did so many other things together, and just because I don't want to do one of them anymore, it's all over. Whatever happened to consent? Now we have to fight over the house, dogs, and he is even going after business assets. We could have had an easy split, but he has decided to be petty instead. My only option to protect the business that I started during college is to use lawyers he could never afford. Our entire life feels like it's falling apart. And I am struggling to find out why I am having to suffer for this.